YouTube, what's up, man? No, I ain't been consistent on the dropping, but about to get back into it, man. But we got another build. Gonna introduce to y'all, to the family, 2001 Cr80rb. I just went and picked up. Well, not a Cr80rb, but a Cr80. Show y'all that real quick. Parts came with engine. I got the cylinder in the basement. That's the gas tank. So the story on that bike is he cracked the cases on there. You see right there, he broke that. That's not even the make. That's not a problem. This is the problem right here. Let me get that out of here real quick. He broke that. That was the problem. So he broke that. Put it up there for sale. Went up there and got it. Paid a couple $100 for it. I have like 3 bottom ends to a Cr80rb. Cr80 and the Cr80rb bottom end is completely the same. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to bust this Cr80rb engine in half because I think it needs crank seals and crank bearings. So I'm about to bust that in half, check out the crank seals and bearings, make sure that's the problem, and I'm order the crank bearings, crank seals, and we're gonna put it back together, and this thing should be up and running in no time. But y'all already know, got the 96 Cr80 big wheel, and this is the same, but this is I think it's a 2001. Let me see, it's the tag. Yeah, see, that's the 2001. I don't know if y'all can see in there. Yep, 2001 Cr80rb, big wheel, red seat. That one, the 96 came with a black seat. Round slide carb. Pretty good. We're gonna clean it up, get this thing nice and right, so we can beat the streets up with this joint. But y'all know it's a classic Cr80, Cr80rb. Y'all know I love them. But yeah, like I said, I'm about to go down in this basement. I'm gonna put the camera up top so y'all can see everything that I'm doing, taking this motor apart, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so this part of the video, right? They got, it's really, you supposed to use a gear jammer, because you got to get this off right here. Just come off. But in order to get this off, you have to jam these gears up right here. So they got a gear jammer for it, right? I don't have a gear jammer. Anytime I had to do this, I always use pennies. I take pennies and I jam it in there like that. It's already loose because I broke it loose with the impact. But I put it on there and the screws, I jam it up to where it loosen this up. And now you see that's loose. In order to get the clutch basket off, you gotta take this off right here. All that come off of there. And you see, but yeah, that's how you do that. In the same way, when you putting it back on there, you take the pennies and you put them at the bottom of the clutch basket and this gear, and you do it the same way, and you jam it right back up in there. But yeah, take that off. Remember, when you're taking everything off, see this screw say out. So this part supposed to be facing up like this. You want to just put everything the way you took it out, and you know, you just sit it in the corner, and then you know, Take the clutch basket. Already broke that loose. It's a 14. And you can just pick the whole clutch basket up. Sit that back in there. Examine the clutches. You know, we see no grooves in the baskets. Something was grinding on there, dog. You can see it. I don't know what it was, but cool. I'm gonna grab your little collar. Put that back in the bottom of there. Make sure any type of washers on there. And like I said, you want to just sit that on to the side. Keep it all together. Then you got this little idler gear. Go right there. Pretty simple. And then you got the kickstart gear. Now when you're taking this out, if I'm not mistaken, this is timed right here. So you want to try to keep this together. The same way you put it out, the same way you put it back in. Because it's time, it got time marks on there. Which I'll show y'all when I put it back in. The time marks on there, but that got time marks on there. Then you want to pull your shift shaft out. It's a washer right here. Make sure you grab that. Sit that right there. And remember this gear right here, which goes with this set. Boom. I ain't got no zip ties down here, but I usually zip tie this together. But I took these edges apart so many times, I already know. But yeah, that's it. You can move this right here because we don't want that to fall out. Sit that over there. And this, you don't have to take this out. I'm only changing the crank seals and the crank out of here. So that's done. So let me see. That's it. Take nothing else out of there. Oh, you ain't gotta take nothing else off over here. Everything over here good. That bearing good. I don't know what's going on with this crank, but it keep getting held up at the bottom. So we about to figure out what that's about. Now I'm about to get ready and take these little screws out on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we got 1, 2, 3 in the inside. So that's 9 screws total. And then we're gonna get the case splitter. We're splitting this joint in half. Let's go.
I can see right.
This will see this collar in there. I'm gonna have to put some heat on here. Let me see. I ain't got my big screwdriver in here, but this collar. I'm gonna just grab the torch and I'm gonna heat this whole side of it up. And you can see this side ain't coming loose, right? But when you look on this side, you gotta separate it. And that's what you gotta watch for. When you separating these cases, on specifically these ones, because it got this collar in there. That collar, I done been through this before with this. I'm gonna have to heat this up. But if you keep on twisting, like you see, it's the case split already, right there, or right here. But when you get around there, it's not split. If you keep on cranking, you will bend the case and crack the case, and down you're gonna be shit out of luck. So I'm about to go grab the torch, heat this up, and it's gonna come right loose. See it? See that bitch came loose? Shit simple, man. That's it. No, look. Look. Get that bitch a whack again. Look. Split, my boy. done. Bottom end bearing went out. Crank bearing's over with. All that debris in there. Bottom end. So, like I said, we're gonna order crank bearings, crank seals, brand new piston, and we already got a hot rod crank over there that we putting in this joint. Or the other bearing. Hear that noise? Bearings over with. Time for some new bearings, so that's what we about to do. Clean this up. New gasket for it. That bearing good. That's good. We're gonna change out that seal. So we changing the crank bearings and the crank seals. New piston. We'll be good. So let me get y'all a better view. This blew out crank. Bottom end. Bottom end bearing. Hold on, let me see. See all that right there? It's supposed to be like, look, rollers in there. See that bit broke. It's sideways in there. That's a chunk of metal that can come out of there. But this wire won't turn over. Look, you see. Focus. See that shit? That shit all broke up in there. See how it's moving? That's all broke up in there. Let me show you all a good one. Real quick. That's how it's supposed to look. That's how them supposed to look.